for everyone that's made it here to the end of the season, thank you for sticking it out. I know we had some rough spots. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. It's been fun, man.
Pleasure to.
It's always
here, man.
fun.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, hated I couldn't run the full season, but.
Let me know when you post that video for me so I can share it.
It'll probably be on the, if I bomb the last lap of qualifying, or even the second to last coming out of turn 4 to where it fucks up the last one, I'll probably throw it up then. If not, it'll be after I cross the line, unless I lay down a really good lap early.
How many laps, Polly?
11.
11. Sweet. Alright. Yep. I'm just chilling. Yep.
Emerson, hell of a job all year, too. I know it ain't easy up top, but hell of a job all year.
Yeah, I watched that broadcast from Phoenix. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, man. You're coming to the green. Ready? Green flag. Got a car load now. You got room. You're clear there.
Oh shit, watch out behind me. Too high.
Got one peeking inside.
Sorry guys.
Car there on the inside.
Ooh.
Careful, still there. You got room, you're clear there. All right, 10 to go. Keep it nice and smooth for us.
Oh.
Sweet Addy stream. Five tabs of streams. This is awesome. I have yours, Miz. I'll have controllers and addies. Then I'll have the broadcaster chat.
Excellent lap there. Good job.
Oh. Uh-huh. Yeah, he just got killed.
Oh my god, I'm just tuning into the streams now to see all this. What the fuck? What is going on? Yeah.
Five laps to go. Inside. Stay high. Careful, still there. still there. You're all clear on the bottom there.
There you go.
Careful,
Good.
still there.
Damn. Yeah, I'm not gonna have space on my laptop screen. I'm gonna have to do it, the chat on my phone, which is fine. Just, damn. How do you and controller both use cockpit voice?
I don't look at nothing but what's out in front of me. I like to see my steering wheel too.
I need 2 more solid laps, bud. Keep it going.
Ah.
White flag is in the air. Careful, still there. That's incredible. Another top 5.
Alright.
Oh no, shit, not good. I'm just here for the racing, man. That's part of it. Yeah. Yeah, you slid jobbed all right.
Base lap at the start.
Slid jobbed the whole left side off my car. What's up? Pace lap?
Yep, pace laps is 70 mile an hour.
Oh, good lord.
Could you let me know when you start your streamers?
Yeah.
Oh, in YouTube, yeah.
Open another soda.
That's a good idea, baby. Will you pour me a little bit of drink?
Sweet. Yeah.
Yep, I got you.
Few more seconds and refresh.
Yeah, I got mine sitting in on the charger now.
Alright, I got it. Thank you.
Once more, I just want to say good luck, everybody, and
Thank you.
yeah, let's just do what we've been doing.
Hey, good luck, everybody.
Yep. I'll try not to wreck none of y'all title contenders.
Couple invites in.
Alright. Let me know when the timer hits 0.
What the fuck is that?
Somebody's taking a deep, deep hit.
That's Miz.
Sounds like somebody hit a space age bong or something.
It's how I don't smoke cigarettes.
5 seconds in.
Sweet. Alright. Have some fun here.
Hey, good luck, everybody.
Hey, I'm going to line up in third right here, but the 13 car is going to the...
Lap, 70 mile an hour.
Let me know when your stream's up, Swoop.
Alright, 13 car is going to be dropping to the back so the inside line can move up.
13's dropping to the back so the inside lane will move up a row.
Got
Yeah,
it.
if I didn't get the pole, I was dropping back.
Join in lobby.
Lap 14 will be our 10% mark. Once we finish lap 14, it's an official race.
Start my broadcast. It's gonna be fun.
You're coming to the green. Ready? Green flag.
Welcome to Homestead Miami Speedway. You're joining us tonight for the Wiedver Cup Outlaw Series season finale. We have 4 drivers going head to head for the title tonight. But not only are those 4 on the track, we have 9 in the grid. It's gonna be a fun one tonight. The driver is rolling on their pace laps. My name is Emerson Arn, and I'm here to bring you tonight's action in the best format possible. So, on the front row, we have the 55 of Clutch, and to his outside, championship contender in the 20, Miz. In row 2,
Good this time.
we have the 42 of Crazy, and to his outside, championship contender in the 1, that is Party People. In row 3, we have the 78 of Spoob, and who's a championship contender, and to his outside, the final of the 4 championship contenders in that 9 car, Cracker. In row 5, we have the 51 of Addy, and the 18 of Motorsports. And in row 6, we have the 13, in row 5, we have the 13 of Controller Hog. So these 9 drivers ready to take it out to the Progressive Bank 1.5 mile oval here in Homestead, Miami, Florida for the final time this season. The green flag is in the air. We are racing at Homestead, Miami Speedway.
All you
3
need is
wide
a
already on the
boogity
first
boogity
lap as
boogity.
they start to file in the line. Miz is already searching for an early lead to try to get around the 55 of Clutch. Hardy right on the tailgate of the 20 car. Going side by side into 3. You see the 20 on the outside. He's going to try to get the run off the corner, and Party's going to try to use the shorter way around to get his position. Side by side out turn 4. Battling really hard. Clutch really holding that outside lane up, which is really affecting the 20 of Miz. Party trying to creep up along the inside as we start lap number 2. Just shy of a 40 lap stage. We have 37 laps to go here in stage number 1. 55 of Clutch to the race leaders into the wall. He cuts down right in front of the 1 of Party People. They're going 3 wide for the race lead now. The 42 backs off. Now it's championship contenders side by side, and Miz clear to the lead. Right in front of Party People, and there's Cracker right in third. Cracker now holding on to that third spot. We have 3 of the final 4 in the top 3. Miz right now, or Spoob right now in the 5th position, so we have all 4 of the final 4 in the top 5 right now. 42 of Crazy is the spoiler at the moment for the top 5.
Wow, that's bad.
To the inside goes the 1 of Party People. Dive into the inside looking for the spot, knowing that if he beats the other 3 competitors, he is the champion. So at the moment, he's showing that right now, the current champion right now, Party People, out in front, Miz right on the back bumper, ready to get him back. Moving up high, Miz, I believe he gets into the wall. He makes contact into the wall, almost gets into the 9 of Miz, or 9 of Cracker.
That was a better lap.
The inside Cracker trying to clear Miz, and he does so, and Crazy trying to follow suit in that 42. Spoob looking to take advantage of championship contenders in trouble. The 20 of Miz cuts right in front of the 9 of Cracker. The 18 of Motorsports into the wall on the back, and there's a huge gaggle of cars behind them. Everybody jostling for position. That's Spoob into the 4th
Got
position.
one outside
So that
now.
means the final 4 is running 1,
You got
2,
room, you're
3,
clear there.
and 4 right now. Cracker to the inside of Miz. This is for the 2nd position. Miz fighting hard on the outside lane. Now he drops to the inside to block the momentum of the 9. Now to turn 2, Miz moved higher through the center of the corner to get the run on the exit, and he does so. Opens the gap to the 9 car just a little bit, gaining on the 1 car in front of him. The 42 of Crazy diving to the inside of the 78 of Spoob, looking to play a little bit of playoff spoiler here in the season finale. Crazy and Spoob, they're still going toe-to-toe for the 4th position. Spoob is able to fend him off for the moment. Now he drops to the inside on board with Crazy to see if he can find his way around the 78 car. All over the back bumper of the 78 now, peeking to the inside, piling on the pressure. Down into turn 1, Crazy dives all the way to the white line. He makes contact with the white line and he's loose. He loses a lot of momentum. He's got to hang on to that car down there. Keeps it going now as he piled on the pressure to the 78. The rest of the final 4 gapped Spoob. Let's see if Spoob can get it back. Of Controller Hog looking to close the gap to the 78 car, add on a little bit of pressure, clutching that 55 right on his back bumper. 3 cars nose to tail for the 4th position. Spoob heading back to you. The 55 of Clutch up the track. The 78 slides up and Controller keeps his foot in it. Now he's looking for 4.
Stay low. Careful. Still there.
Back up front,
All
Party
right, you're
People
clear.
still leading the train of championship contenders over Miz and Cracker. Controller up to 4th on Spoob, who falls back to 5th. Spoob trying to dive to the inside to get him back. Clutch hanging tough in the 6th position. Motorsports, by the way, has gotten by the 51 of Addy for 7th.
They don't eat them.
Addy right now under pressure from the 42 of Crazy for the 8th position of 9. And Clutch piling on the pressure on Spoob now. It's early in this race. Spoob has got to find a way to make his car a little bit better to be able to contend with the front. He was up there, but you can see the longer the run gets on, the car gets tighter and it's harder to keep speed through the center of the corner. Of Clutch, almost into the wall. I think he did make contact with the wall. Back up front, it's getting spicy. Party's having to fend off hard now from the 20 car of Miz. Miz really wants to establish some dominance here in stage number 1. Remember, stage points do not matter to the championship 4. It's all about who crosses the line first at the end of the night. That will be crowned Wiedenberg Cup Outlaw Series champion this season. The Party leading charge over Miz and Cracker. Controller right now in 4th. Spoob in 5th over Clutch in 6th. Motorsports riding 7th. We got the 42 of Crazy in 8th. And Addy long way back in the 9th position. Right here, this is the race that matters. This is where the drivers show their best abilities. This is the equivalent of an all-star race. And that's what it is. Everything on the table, nothing left behind. It's all or nothing. Whoever finishes in front of the others is the champion. And you see Miz and Hardy pushing their cars to the limits, but are not able to expand the gap on one another or close the gap to one another. It is staying constant. These well-oiled machines being pushed to their limits. 35 races, and what's one more? Miz into the wall, into the slipstream of the one car. Cracker follows soon, I believe. Controller did the same thing.
Oil on the track.
Driver reporting oil on the track. 3 cars hit the wall, one after another.
Getting low on gas, getting low on gas.
And
You're
here
running
comes the one car to
fumes out
pit
there.
lane. He dives to the inside of the racetrack, relinquishing the lead to the 20 of Miz. Cracker goes by. There goes Controller and Spoob. Hardy people, the first of the drivers to pit. Let's see where he comes
20
out
more
once
laps, no
stops
mistake.
cycle out. And this is about halfway through the stage. Is he going to have enough at the end of the stage? Is he going to be able to save enough? Here comes the 20 of Miz, diving down the
Bring it up
backstretch.
pit road here.
Cracker
We're almost
follows
out of
suit,
fuel.
so does Controller and Spoob. It's about to be busy. Miz is into the grass. Gonna be right in front of the 9 of Cracker. Controller finds the back bumper of the 9.
Back it down, back it down.
Oh, damn, if I hit you,
and
Cracker,
Miz makes
I am so
contact,
sorry.
and the 3 of the 4 championship drivers made contact on pit road.
Cracker.
Motorsports and Clutch are there as
Did
well.
I bump into you?
That's the halfway mark.
If I did, man, I'm so sorry. It was kind of sketchy right there.
And then check up there.
Yeah. I was scared to hit the brakes, man. I'm scared my car would spin out.
And how about that? The pros and cons of pitting early. The one came to an empty pit road, and the rest of the field came to pit lane the next lap, and it was chaos. Everybody getting service right now. Everybody's down and away. Here comes the
Clear
one
of the
party
pits,
people.
hammer
He's
down.
gonna fly around the outside, taking over the race lead once again of a huge gap. Everybody has to check up for one another. That means Controller comes out second, Cracker third, Miz fourth, and Spooby in fifth. Spoob is gonna be right on the back bump of the 20. I'm sure the 20 has a lot of damage from that pit entry accident. Diving to the inside goes the 78, looking for the 4th position on Miz. Motorsports and Clutch are there in the wings, waiting if something happens. So again, the pros and cons of pitting early. Hardy came to a clean pit road, got out to a huge lead, but does he have the fuel to make it? And if he doesn't, he has a large enough gap to try to save. How about Controller right now in the 2nd position? We knew he's fast. He won at Phoenix. And right now riding 2nd. Can he play playoff spoiler a couple weeks in a row? Addy has gone 1 lap down in that 51 car. Huge queue of cars being headed by the 20 of Miz. It's 4 cars long. And around goes the 18! He holds on to it. Probably made contact with that apron. Very tricky down there. That's Motorsports, who was spun and kept it going. indeed. A great save. Looked like his day was about over the way he started spinning, and he kept his foot on the throttle and kept it straight. Right now, Miz, Spoob, and Clutch, 3 in a row. They're tandeming around this racetrack. Cracker, not so much. He's being caught. Clutch now piling the pressure on that 78 car. A lot of pressure being put onto the 78 early in this race. Big moment for the 55 of Clutch off of turn 2. A huge dive down the racetrack, but he keeps it going right in the slipstream of the 78. Again, all this is going on for the 4th position. You see the 9 car on your screen. He is for 3rd. All this happening behind, at the moment, current championship leader and race leader, the 1 car of Party People, leading huge advantage over the 13 of Controller. The gap, 3 seconds between 1st and 2nd place, but Controller is starting to close that gap. Laps remaining here in stage fuel. Number 1. Can these guys make it? These guys are going to be right on the edge of their fuel coming to the end of this stage. Miz is keeping close to that 9 car, just enough to stay in the slipstream, get a little advantage down the straightaways, and improve that lap time, improve the gap, and it's starting to really close on the back of the 9 car now. Three of the 4 championship contenders running 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and are about to start battling with one another. The 55 of Clutch all over that back bumper of that 78 car. I don't know if the mirror in that 78 car has ever been clear. Only somebody riding the back bumper of the 78 so far in this stage. The 55 looking to the outside. He's probably faster than these guys, but he doesn't want to get involved in drama with the championship drivers. And understandably so. And a huge moment for Cracker diving to the inside of the racetrack. Good thing they replaced all that grass with with tarmac down there. And Miz goes to 3rd. Cracker right now following the 5th. Spoob right on the back bumper of that 9, holding up the 78 and the 55. And right now the 51 of Addy looking to unlap himself to the 1 car Party People, starting to close the gap. He's running with the race leaders. Maybe he's able to learn a little bit more about what line you take around here. Even though this is a multi-groove racetrack, which line is most beneficial. The 55 into the wall right now, on board with the 55 as he looks for a way around the 78 and the 9. Again, Cracker diamonding the corners just a little bit. Comes from a high lane, drives right down the racetrack, and right there really close to making contact with the 78. 8 laps to go here in stage number 1. Can these drivers make it on fuel? I'm sorry, 7 to go. The 9 car into the wall there, moving Clutch. They're going to 4th and 5th. Cracker back to the 6th position, and he hold on to it for another 6 laps. Just trying to bring it home to the end of the stage, maybe get that yellow and regroup here. Speaking of to the end of the stage, Controllers now really close the gap to the 1 car now. All that separates him is that 51 car, but that 51 car is also gained on the 1 car. Championship contender or not, I'm sure these guys are not afraid to go toe-to-toe with party people.
5 to go, driver.
Well, I didn't want to show up here and ride in the back.
51 of Addy kind of holding up the 13 of controller now.
Hey, I'll take that, Ryan Newman. That's a compliment from hell. He don't take no shit.
Diving
man.
to the inside now goes the 13 of controller, clearing the 51. That is not for position, but now the 13 of controller has a clear shot at that one of party people with just a few laps to go here in the season finale at Homestead. It's stage number 1. Two laps to go here in stage 1. Does he have enough time to close? So 3 laps to go in stage 1. We're coming around to 2 laps to go. Both of these drivers on worn tires, trying to squeeze every last drop of fuel they've got, and they got to go 2 more laps like this. Here we go. Party's got a comfortable lead at the moment, but that 13 is definitely faster towards the end of this run. The pit lane is closed, 2 laps remaining in the stage. Onboard of controller, can he get to that 1 car? By the way, Spoob and Miz, they're going toe-to-toe for 3rd.
Alright, we're in our fuel window.
That
Let's
one
hit
of
for
party
gas.
people, he wants to get the stage win, but he also doesn't want to run out of gas. What's going to happen here? We got a lot of battles all over the track, coming to 1 lap to go.
Last lap,
Controller
hit
now
your mark.
pulling up to the outside of the one of party people. Contact in the back. 78. Got into the wall, making contact with the 9. And now Cracker all over the back bumper of the 20 of Miz. The race lead, they're going toe-to-toe, side by side in the turn 3. Can Controller get the run on the exit? Party on the inside.
All right, we're in our fuel
Controller on the
window. Let's hit
outside.
for gas.
Championship contender versus playoff spoiler off a turn 4. Party will clear. Controller. He
Top 5
dives
that
to the
stage.
inside,
That'll
and that
get the
was
job
still
done,
close
driver.
at the line. I believe Party gets it there at the end. Miz, I think, got beat out by the 9 of Cracker on a last corner pass. So Cracker finishes 3rd, Party wins the stage. Controller 2nd, Miz 4th. I believe Clutch came home 5th in the stage, Spoob 6th. Motorsports comes 7th. Crazy in 8th, and Addy 1 lap down in the 9th position. But knowing that, he's going to be the free pass on this caution. What a wild stage 1 finish here. And if that has anything to prove on how this season has gone, or how this season's going to come to an end, we got another second. We got the 2nd and 3rd stage coming up here in the season finale at Homestead Miami Speedway. Here for the Wiedberg Cup Outlaw Series. Make sure you go to Wiedbergs.com and use promo code VCOS for discounts on CBD-based products and needs.
I didn't even, I thought I was clear. You came out of nowhere.
Here we go. We're going to line these guys up double
Start
wide,
at
and we're
the
going to
green
go
flag
again.
in.
Here we go. 9
Are you
cars
ready now?
ready to go. Green flag is out. We're racing in stage number 2 at Homestead Miami Speedway.
Still there.
Controller and party people, they get about a dead even start there.
Car
Party
there
has
on the
the
inside.
front line on the restart. It looks to clear the rest of the field. Cracker trying to pull up the 2nd
Still
to the
there.
inside of Controller now.
Clear low there.
A lot of contact going on in the back. Miz and Clutch right in the middle of the pack. Miz and Cracker, they make contact. Cracker goes up the track into the 20 and Miz, now they're both in the wall. That puts Spoob up to 2nd in the championship, up to 4th in the race. Now he looks to get to the outside of the 55, and how about the 51? Ended stage 1, 1 lap down, and now into the top 5. Contact in the back, the 42 is in the grass. All that's going on. Controller right on the back bump of the one of Party People as we head into turn number 3. Clutch third, Smooth fourth, Addy fifth. Off of turn 2, the pressure again being piled on that 78 car. I don't think that back bumper has been clear of a car all race long. 51 looking high to the 78. Back to the 7th position, championship contenders Miz and Cracker go toe-to-toe after making contact with the wall early in the second stage. On board of the controller as he looks to slipstream the 1 and try to close the gap to the race lead here. We have well over 30 laps to go here in stage number 2. We come down the backstretch this time around, will be 32 to go. Hardy leads over controller, Clutch. Boom and Addy round out the top 5. Controller almost making contact with the outside wall. Right now Motorsports running 6th. Miz and Cracker 7th and 8th. Crazy in the 9th position. Now Clutch looking to find his way around the 13 of controller. Maybe Clutch trying to play a little playoff spoiler. Had a really great showing at Texas. Was pretty fast last week at ISM. And looking the same here at Homestead. Gliding up the track right to the back bumper of the 13. Down the front stretch we go. The 51 of Addy, he's diving to the inside of the 78, but Spoob holding strong on the outside. That is for 4th. Clutch, a huge moment down onto the bottom of the racetrack. Still keeps some momentum and is able to keep controller in his reins, looking for some momentum to try to get him back. .30 laps to go here in stage number 2. Hardy right now is your current race leader and current champion. There's still a lot of racing to go. Clutch closed the gap back again to the 13 of controller. He's riding in the slipstream. They're trying to battle for second and maybe outduel one another to have a shot at being playoff spoiler. Meanwhile, Party continues to lead. Spoob now heads Addy. Motorsports is pulled up to the back bumper of the 51. That is for 5th. Diving to the inside of Addy goes Motorsports. Side by side down the back. Addy still somehow clear of the 18 into turn 3. They go to the bottom. Motorsports up in the middle. They still come out in the same positions on corner exit. Addy now diving to the inside of Spoob. Motorsports to the inside of Addy. About to go 3 wide for 4th. Addy into the wall and Motorsports up to 5th. Addy falls back to the 6th position and Spoob gets to gain a little bit of an advantage over the 18 and the 51 who are non-playoff, non-championship contenders at the moment. Try to reduce some of the stress because everybody and their mother has been on the back bumper of that 78 car. Controller has been able to open up a gap to the 55 of Clutch. Now Spoob under attack from the 18 of Motorsports, diving to the inside. This is for the 4th position. Spoob, I think, almost made contact with the outside wall. Motorsports a great advantage on the inside. Down in turn 1, Motorsports does clear to 78. Is he going to complete this pass? And he does. Instead of sliding up the track and completing a slide job, Spoob just falls back in line. Over the course of the run, these cars get harder and harder to drive. This track offers a lot of options, but some cars only want that one option. 51 of Addy once again has his sights set on the 78 of Spoob, this time for the 5th position. Meanwhile, Spoob not losing any time to 4th place Motorsports, kind of keeping him at bay. The top 3, they're about equidistant from each other. That's Party, who's your current champion and race leader. Controller 2nd, Clutch in 3rd. Back in the 7th position is the 20 of Miz. The 9 of Cracker in 8th, and the 42 of Crazy has called it a day. 42 is done, unless he's pitted early, which is also a very possible idea, but I believe he's on pit road and it's done. It's 42 day done. We got 8 drivers still on the track out there running for the last race of the season finale. The 20's into the wall. That's 7th position. And Party up front has extended his gap to the 13 of Controller by a huge margin. We're coming up around to the halfway point of this stage in just a few laps. I believe that is 20 laps to go. "21 laps to go. Next time around will be 20. These drivers coming up to the pit stop window, the pit window starting to open, and if they pit now, they should be able to make it to the end of the stage. Each stage is about a 1 stop, and then the final stage should be a 2-stopper. Here comes the 9 of Cracker to pit
20 laps
lane.
to go.
Taking full advantage of fresher tires. The 51 of Addy diving to the inside of the 78 of Spoob again for the 5th
We've got to be hurting on fuel.
or 4th
Bring it down
position,
pit lane.
Here they come to pit road, the 78 and the 51 together. The 55 of Clutch in his box. The 20 of Miz on the pit access lane. Party and Controller still 1 and 2. This time the 20 car makes it no trouble.
All right, we need fuel. Let's pit now.
Attempt to make a green flag pit stop in stage 1. Everybody looks to space themselves out a little bit more this time around.
Back it down, back it down.
Now to 1 of Party, the 13 of Controller, and the 18 of Motorsports make their way to pit lane. And this should cycle out pit stops for the rest of stage number 2 once these guys are done. Where do these guys come out in relation to themselves and the others? Party and Controller in at the same time. Unless there's some trouble on the 1 car's pit stop, it looks like Party will be down and away before the rest of these guys. But how about the rest of the gang with fresh tires compared to these guys by a lap or 2? Where do they come out in relation to the 1? Party is down and away. You see the 55 of Clutch just coming out of turn 4. Controller comes out 2nd. Motorsports comes out the 3rd physical car. Is he going to stay there? There goes the 55 of Clutch. He goes by for 3rd. He goes by for 2nd. I do not believe he'll get to the race lead, but he's going to be racing Controller on the pit exit. Clutch has a huge advantage for second. He's setting his sights on the one of Party People, but Fresher Tires will probably get the better of that battle. Looks like we have the one of Party People leading up here, the 55 of Clutch second, the 13 of Controller in third, the 78 of Spoob in fourth, the 18 of Motorsports in fifth, the 51 of Addy in sixth, and the battle for seventh raging between Cracker and Miz, seventh and eighth. Those are two championship contenders at the rear of the field, but stages don't matter. It's where you finish. Do you finish ahead of the other three in relation to each other at the end of this race? And if you do, you are the Beatbricks Outlaw Series champion. We still got a long way to go. We still got to finish stage number 2 here. Well over 70 laps to go. Party leads here at Homestead. We join the battle for the 7th position as it's the only on-track battle we've got. Cracker right now trying to fend off the 20 of Miz. Down the back there, nose to tail. They got into each other early in stage number 2. Cracker came off the bottom of the racetrack, made contact with the 20 of Miz, and a huge moment for the 9 there. Off of turn number 4, the 20 of Miz looks to the outside of Cracker into turn number 1. Can he carry that momentum around the outside? He's looking to do so. Can he clear the 9 on the exit? I believe the 20 had to get out the front, but they're still side by side down the back, and Miz will clear Cracker for the 7th position. That puts him 3rd in the current standings. Still a lot of work to go, and they can start to set their sight. He can start to set his sights on the 51 of Addy if Cracker doesn't have another attack right back at the 20 of Miz. And it looks like he's trying to set one up in his slipstream. These guys go from the top to bottom to top of the racetrack, all the way throughout the corner, and a huge run through the center of the corner for Cracker. That time by to strike 12 laps remaining here in stage number 2. So when Cracker was out in front of these two, they were running closer to the middle and to the high lane. When Miz is out in front, they run the bottom lane. I believe that the bottom lane is Miz's preferred line around his racetrack. You see Cracker, oh, and then he makes contact with the white line. He slides up the track, and here goes Cracker right back to 7. A huge moment for a championship contender. If he got into the wall, that would have been major championship implications. He keeps it off the wall, keeps it going straight, and has another shot right back at the 9 of Cracker for the 7th position and 3rd in the standings. Ten laps to go here in stage number 2. Cracker defending on the inside. Is trying to carry the momentum around the outside. Turn number 4. They merge with about the same gap they had as they entered the corner. They kind of cross lines through the center of turn number 1, and Cracker into the wall. Here comes Miz along the inside, trying to clear the 9 of Cracker into turn number 3. Can he do so? He does for the time being, just getting out in front of the 9 of Cracker, but he's going right up to the wall. He doesn't hit it, but he was so close to it. Cracker has another shot right back at Miz. Party has about a 3-second gap over the 55 of Clutch. Out here leading, here in the stage number 2 to 9 of Cracker into the wall again, and this time he's hard into the wall. Big for the 9 of Cracker. Miz a huge head of steam off the corner. He's setting his sights on 6th place, 51 car of Addy. 7 laps to go here in stage number 2. Back up front, Controller closing the gap. It's now under a second between himself and Clutch. And Motorsports has gone around the 78 of Spoob. That was for the 4th position. Spoob is back to 5th. Even though he's in the 5th position, he still maintains 2nd in the standings. This time around will be 5 laps remaining in stage number 2. And now, on the aggressive defense, 55 car, losing time to the 1 car of Party People.
5 to go, you got this.
Trying to hold on to the 2nd position with Controller on the attack in 3rd. Up the track they go, the 55's into the wall. Controller loves that, he's piling on the pressure down the back. Into turn number 3 and through 4, the 55 rim right in the racetrack. Oh,
stay low,
so
stay low.
Close to that
Still
outside
there.
wall. Controller to the inside. Can he complete the pass into 1?
You got room, you're clear.
Diving to the inside of turn number 1 and trying to complete the slide job. Up the track he goes, and it's pass complete for the 13. Trying to keep it out of the wall because the 55 with a huge run down the back. He can look to the inside if he wants to. Heeks doesn't make the move. 4 laps to go here in stage number 2. We're coming around to 3 laps to go. 3 to go for Party People, who has a 4 3/4 second lead over the 13 of Controller. Miz trying to complete the pass on the 51 of Addy for the 6th position, and he's done so.
All right, now, I need 2 more good laps
here
from
in
you.
stage number 2. Now Clutch, the older tires are getting to him. Under attack now from the 18 of Motorsports. Boob may have something to say before this one's over. Dive into the inside of turn 3 goes Motorsports, trying to clear the 55 for 3rd. Back up front,
All
1
right,
lap
let's
to
go.
go in
White
stage
flag.
number 2. It's all been about this number 1 of Party People. He barely eked out the 13 of Controller for stage number 1. This time it's going to be much different, nearing a 5-second
All right, we need
advantage
fuel.
over the
Let's
13
pit
of
now.
Controller as he rounds turns 3 and 4. Keeping it just out of the wall on the exit. Stage number 2 will go again to the 1 of Party People.
That'll earn you a few stage points.
Controller comes from 2nd, Motorsports 3rd, Spook 4th, Clutch in 5th, Miz in 6th, Addy 7th, Cracker 8th. The 9 car is out of gas, so he's going to have to get a push under caution. We'll see how he fares. We'll see if he stays on the lead lap. The push truck having to get out there to him. So here we go. We've had 2 amazing stages. We're going to be lining up for something about 50 some odd laps left here in one. And these guys have double wide. We're going to try it once more. Make sure you go to Wiedbergs.com and use promo code VCOS for discounts on CBD-based products and needs. They support us. You should go support them. Love them as much as they love us. if I'm not mistaken, they have just extended their deal with us for the next season. So you will not be done with the Wiedberg's advertisements. We got another season with them, and there's
Coming to
go
the
show
green.
them some love. They love us.
Be ready.
But here we go. We're doubling up and we're ready to go for the final time this season. The green flag in the final stage of the season. Here we go.
Car there on the inside.
The one of party people trying to clear the 13 of controller, and he does so. Now, Motorsport slides up the track, trying to clear the 13
Careful,
of controller
there.
down the back.
Still there
Party
inside.
clear to the race lead. All 9 cars under, or
got
all 8
room.
cars
You're
under
clear.
a blanket. Smooth right now, second in the standings, trying to fend off all the non-playoff contenders. But they're all surrounding him.
inside
Now
now.
Smooth to the inside, an aggressive move from Smooth. That's the kind of moves you gotta do if you want to win the championship. Gotta dive to the inside of your competitors. And there's contact in the back. The 51 of Addy, the 9 of Cracker, they keep it straight.
Car there on the inside.
Smooth trying to clear the 18 for second, and he does so. So Smooth up to second, and he's looking for that 1 car. Trying to stay out
Stay
front
high,
of the
stay
18
high.
of
Careful.
Motorsports.
Still there. You're all clear on the
Clutch down
bottom.
the inside. Miz is right in the middle of this as well. They're about to go 3 wide for the 4th position.
Car there on the inside.
Motorsports on the aggressive, looking to the
Still there.
inside of the 18. Miz with a full head of steam on the inside of the controller. Down in the turn 3
Car
we
there
go.
on the inside.
This is all going on behind the 1 car.
You're
this
clear all
time
around there.
with not as much of an advantage as he's had this race. Still leading, but here comes Spoob trying to use the slipstream to his advantage, trying
Still
to
there.
close the gap to the 1 party people.
Inside.
Miz right now in the 4th position, trying to find his way around the 18 of Motorsports. A huge drive to the inside from Cracker, all the way towards
Careful,
the
still
inside.
there.
Now can he keep it under him? Cracker going up the track and almost into the wall, but he's lost a lot of momentum. And from Cracker, it looks like he hit a seam in the middle of the racetrack there off of turn number 2. Those will definitely catch you out. Now we got 6 cars nose to tail. That's Party, Spoob, Motorsports, Miz, Clutch, Controller. 6 cars nose to tail. Spoob trying to close the gap to the 1 car and try to find a way around him, but Motorsports to the inside of Spoob now off of turn number 4.
Keep it up. That was your best lap ever. Careful. Still there.
Back into 1, Spoob clear for second, looking for that back bumper of that 1 car. He's not lost any time to the 1, and he's
Stay high up here.
slowly
Still there.
been gaining time. How about that? Look at Miz,
got room.
clearing
You're clear.
Motorsports with 3rd. We got 3 of the 4 championship contenders. Nose to tail for the top 3
Car high.
positions.
Careful.
Controller to the inside of Motorsports. That's a hard-fought battle for 4th. Clutch in the
Car on
wings
the
there in the
outside
6th
now.
position. Party all the way down the racetrack, trying to break the slipstream. Down in the turn 1, Spoob getting ever so close to the back bumper of that 1. His back bumper has been worked over and over by many drivers in this field. It's his turn, and it's his turn to try to go for a championship. Here we go into turn number 3. Once again, dive into the inside now. He can sniff the lead, he can smell the lead. It's right in his face, trying to find a way around that 1. Miz is right there as well. But this is what it all comes down to. It's time to go all in. You're going championship racing. Miz and Smooth, they make very slight contact on the exit of 2. Smooth fighting for his season, fighting for his life right here. Trying to hold on to the 2nd position and try to get the race lead at the same time. Motorsports closing the gap there in 4th. A huge run out of turn 4. Now Spoob right on the back bumper of the 1. And Miz is right there as well. We've seen spectacular racing all season, and folks, this is what it's going to come down to. An insane race for the championship. Everybody files nose to tail, coming off of turn number 4. I think they've had a little bit too much fun. They're going to try to regain their thoughts and rhythm here, even though it's still a high-pressure situation. Miz and Spoob still on the aggressive. Hardy on the heavy defense right here off of turn number 2. Piling on the pressure, jostling for position up and down the racetrack. Each of these drivers go. Miz right now right on the back bumper of the 78. Pushing the 78 down the backstretch. Somebody made contact with the wall. Diving to the inside of 1. Hardy using the middle lane to his advantage, getting the run off the corner. Slides up the racetrack, and Miz is pushing the 78 all the way down the backstretch. Hardy has been dominant all day, but he has not been able to open the gap when it's mattered most. Here in the third and final stage. Now Miz looks to the inside of the 78. The 78 into the wall, diving down the track, making contact with the 55. The 18 into the wall as well, and around they go. That's the first and heavy contact with the 9 car.
Fuck my splitter. God damn it, it was perfect.
That was good until that hit. The caution's out, pits
The
are closed.
caution on the speedway. A huge hit for a lot of drivers off of the second corner.
Had that just blocked my race.
Okay.
Folks, high pressure situations can sometimes cause things to boil over. And that's what happened right there. Just hard racing at its finest. Got a little too aggressive for most drivers. Contact was made and around went several drivers. All this happening behind a 1 car of party people who seems to be fine and scratch free out of all of this.
Well, might as well get that panel. Might as well get that panel too. Fuck it.
Dude, that was a fucking solid hit when you got to me.
Oh, I know. I was clear, and then I did the opening, and I went, and then you disappeared.
The pit lane is open for the 8 drivers.
For that
Here
hit,
they
I
come.
would have gotten away without any damage to my splitter. That hit sent me to the inside wall head on.
Oh, that I fucking T-boned you full blast. You did, right?
You're going too fast.
That hit really knocked the wind out of a few drivers there in that accident. Heavy, heavy impacts from a lot of these drivers.
That should put us on a 1 stop from here.
Here we go, pit stops here. 39 laps to go in the race. Pit now, you can make it on 1 stop from here. Strategy starting to go out the window. It's all about now who's got the right stuff.
Cleaning my driver's door.
The one of party is down and away, but is not going to
Okay,
be
get
without
back in there. Let's
contest.
go.
Controller gets out in front of the one of party people. There's a new race leader.
What's the pace speed?
70.
So the 13 of controller is going to have lane choice over the dominant 1 car today. The championship
Coming out of pit road.
leader
Alright, we should be good to go this
with
time.
huge momentum, huge points of leading during this race. He's not going to have the advantage on this restart. Will that cause any trouble, or will he be able to get it right back? That 1 car has been absolutely stellar today when it's mattered most.
Yes.
39 laps to go.
Outside,
We
outside.
will be going green this time by.
We're good to go this time.
We'll be going green with 38 laps to go in the Wiedberg Cup Outlaw Series season. Folks,
Stay
it's
low,
been a
stay
fun
low.
one. We've had
Careful,
some
still
great
there.
racing here across all 3 stages. And I don't think we're done with the great racing. The 8 cars, they're double wide and ready to go. The 13 controller is going to lead them to green. Here we go.
Still there.
Green flag is in the air. We're racing at Homestead, Miami Speedway.
You're all clear up
38
top.
laps to go on the Wiedberg Cup Outlaw Series season. And Addy to second. Hardy's falling back to the 3rd position, gets himself right in line. Motorsports let him in there. Now Miz and Smooth, they're hunting for that 1 car. They're looking to get right back into the mix. Now Motorsports holding up about the second half of the field. He's sliding up the track. Into the wall goes the 18 car. A lot of jostling for position in the back. Contact back there to... That's a 20 of Miz. No, that's a 78 of Scoob. Having to hold on to the car now. Back up front, the battle for the lead is insane. Here comes the one of party people diving to the inside. The controller, the 51 of Addy, trying to fend him off, trying to hold on to the second position. It looks as if he won't be able to do so. Off of turn number 4, a lot of sliding around off the corner. Miz up to the 4th position, under attack from the 55 of Clutch, but he's looking for that one car. That's what matters to the 20, and that's what he's looking for.
Hold your line, got one inside.
6 cars, nose to tail, all battling for the race lead, all headed by controller. Now Party diving to the inside of the 13. Can he get the race lead back once again? Can controller carry the momentum around the outside? No, Party clears the 13 of controller, diving to the inside, goes to 20, hard into the outside wall, goes to 20 of Miz. Caution on the speedway, the 55 hard into the inside wall. Monstrous, vicious hits for the 20 and the 55 on the front stretch.
55-20 on that.
Vicious impacts. Out of all the accidents this season and today, Homestead has been a very violent one in the very few laps recently here. Absolutely vicious hits.
Slow down.
To the one of party people, he stays out, and the rest of the field, they all pit. So here we oh! The 18 of Motorsports, it's done day for the 18.
You say we really don't like you?
So here we go, we have 6 drivers. 6 drivers left in the race, 2 drivers have DNF'd. Which one of these 6 will come out of pit lane first, and who will line up second on the restart? Cracker's down on the way, there goes Controller as well.
All right now, dig,
the
dig,
race
dig.
off of pit road, Controller leads, Cracker and Addy. 55 of Clutch over to 78 of Spoo, but he's going back for the start of the caution. And now the 20 of Miz is down and away, heavy impact to the front of his car, and he's underway. The one of party people right now leading the race. And I don't know if we're going to get lined up here, but
Stay high up here. Still
we're
there?
getting 1 to go at the start finish this time by. And on the front row, it's been a familiar sight all race.
Car on the outside
front
now.
row has been the 1 and the 13 car. Maybe not always
Clear
in
high,
that
clear
order,
high.
almost always in that order. Controller and party people, they have definitely controlled the race from the front rows of these restarts. Most of the time, the one of party people has. Here you go, under the 1 to go, here we will be going green this
Careful,
time around.
still there.
7 cars remaining in the race. All 4 championship
Looking
competitors
inside now.
on the inside lane. The one of party people restarts first. The 9 of Cracker restarts third. The
Still there.
78 of Spoob restarts in 5th. And the 20 of Miz restarts 7th.
All right, clear low.
Who's the other car that quit?
The 18 of Motorsports has called it a day. So that's going to leave us with 7 cars
Still there.
remaining here in the closing laps of the
Car there
V-Brit
on the
Cup
inside.
Outlaw Series season. On the outside, we have the 13 of Controller restarting second, the 51 of Addy restarting
Still there.
fourth, and the 55 of Clutch
Got one
He will
peeking
restart
inside.
in the 6th position.
One car is doing the shimmy shot shot.
Here we go, we're going green with 32
Stay high,
laps
stay
to
high.
go.
Still there.
And here we go, Party and the championship
Stay
four
high up
on
here.
the inside
Still
lane.
there.
The playoff spoilers on the outside lane.
You
Green
got room,
flag
you're
back
clear
in
there.
the air. 32 laps to go here at Homestead Miami Speedway. and Party dives to the outside lane. A huge lead now for Party as he's clear of the rest of the field. Controller up to second. Addy and Cracker, they make contact for third. Addy's going up into the wall. They make contact with the 55, and around goes the 78 and the 55. And another yellow on the speedway. A heavy hit for Swoop on the inside wall once again. He went head on into the inside wall. Heavy impact again. The third caution of the day. And all three of them have been for vicious hits.
It's be open next time.
Tempers.
I've seen you guys get together. I tried to jump down low to miss it.
Tempers are starting to boil here in the closing laps of the season. This is what it all counts for. This either goes or it doesn't. Your season all depends on the next 30 laps. Having your car set up for the end of this race in the right position and in contention to try to compete with one another. Your car has got to be in tip-top shape, the fastest of the fast, and being able to compete with the rest of the championship contenders and the playoff spoilers in this race if you want to win this championship. The pit lane is open, and it'll be open with 30 laps remaining here down at Homestead Miami Speedway in the Wiedberg Cup Outlaw Series season finale.
Back it down, back it down.
7 cars nose to tail. They add to the pit lane, and the one-up Party people again stays out. He's led all day. He knows track position is king.
I think you're just afraid of it, right?
And the gambles here,
Yeah.
with 30 laps left in the season, will it pay off? Will the one car's tires hold for the rest of the race? The 20 of Miz, he's down and away. He gets out in second.
Clear of the pits, hammer down.
We got the 13 of Controller coming out third. The 9 of Cracker comes out in fourth. I believe the 51 of Addy comes out fifth. 55 of Clutch comes out sixth. The 78 of Spook comes out in the 7th position.
Going around your lines.
Right now, the leaders rounding turn number 4. We will not be going green this time by.
Still there? Car on the outside now.
So here we go.
All right, clear outside. Car outside, hold
29
the line.
laps to go in the season. We're going green with 28 laps to go. Party
Car on the outside
definitely
now.
has been the dominant driver all day long. He restarts in that front row. But a new
You're all
person to
clear
the
up
front
top.
row today, the 20 of Miz, doing the fuel-only stop. Can it pay off? The front row, they're both on older tires. Party has
Careful,
older
still
tires
there.
than the 20 of Miz. The rest of the field has 4 fresh tires.
Still there? Still there.
So here we go.
Still there?
We're doubled up, and we're ready to go one
Top
more
3,
time.
use it if you need it.
28
Car
laps
there
to
on
go
the
when we go
outside.
green. Make sure you go to vbricks.com and use promo code VCOS for discounts
Still
on
there?
CBD-based products and needs. Support them as much as they support us. The one of the Party people is going to lead the field to the green. Is a terrible restart on that outside lane.
Still
a
there?
huge restart from the inside now. Controller looking for second.
Top 3, use it if you need it.
Boob following the 13 up the track and into the 3rd position goes Spoob. He's looking for second.
Oh yeah, he's everywhere.
The one of Party people, he makes contact with the wall. He's back into the wall.
I hate to say it.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, wow, that was big.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know.
Woo.
The one of Party people having some connectivity issues, and that is not what he needs in the season finale. Controller leads the rest of the pack. Miz
Looking
looking for
inside
third.
now.
Spoob, Baron, Fort, Cracker looking for
All right,
fifth.
you're clear there.
Spoob and Miz, they're side by side for the third position. Addy, Clutch, and Cracker, they're going at it for fifth. Contact in the back, the 20 of Miz, probably making contact with the 51 of Addy, sliding up the track now behind the 78. Hardy leads over Spoob, Miz, and Cracker in the championship standings. Controller running second in the race. Everybody running in the middle and high lane of the racetrack. Everybody fighting the seams, trying to keep their cars under control. I believe we're going 3 wide. Finally back to 2 wide. The 51 of Addy and again the 78 and the 20. They make slight contact up the track. They go. This time nobody's into the wall. Don't look too soon. A lot of jostling for position is going to cause a lot of contact between one another. There's still one more pit stop to go in this race. When will everybody pit? I can almost assure you there is going to be some gambles here in the final pit stop. Should we not have any more cautions intervene in this race?
Got one peeking inside.
To the inside of the 13
you got room, you're
goes
clear
the
there.
78 of Spoob. That is for the second
Looking inside
position.
now.
And
You got
Spoob
room, you're
looking
clear
for
there.
an easier shot at the 1 car for the potential championship that lies right there.
Got one down low now.
The 13 of Controller. He's not competing for a championship, but he's not going to give that position up either.
Careful, still
You've
there.
made it this far, you're going to have to find your way around these guys the way you've done all season long. And he's proven to the 78 up the track. He completes the slide
Careful,
job and
still there.
almost into the wall. The 13 dives to the inside, and now the 20 of Miz pushing his support to the
Still there.
spoiler of Controller.
All
Spoob
clear.
around the outside, trying to get the momentum on the outside. Controller clears Spoob. Now Miz to the inside of Spoob, and they're back to single file. Now Miz, Spoob to the inside of
Inside.
Controller for second once again.
Clear low, clear low.
Trying to complete the pass out of turn number 4. They're still side by side down the front stretch. All this
Stay
going
high,
on for
stay high.
second.
Careful,
All this
still there.
happening behind the 1 car. Party people. Spoob pushes up the track
Careful,
with
still
Controller
there.
to his outside. Miz, a huge advantage in the center of the corner. Everybody slipping on the
Still
seams.
there. All right, you're clear.
The 13 of Controller
Got
way
one
up
peeking
high in the
inside.
track, into the wall he goes. The championship 4, clear and Controller, and
We've
all
got
running
24
1, 2,
left.
3, and 4.
Still there.
20 laps
Car
to go
high,
on
careful.
the Wiedeberg Cup Outlaw Series season. And this is what it comes down to, the championship 4 leading the rest of the field.
You got
Hardy
room, you're clear
leads
there.
over the 78 of Spoob, the 20 of Miz, and the 9 of Cracker running 4th in the race. The rest of the field rounds out as follows: Clutch, Controller, and Addy 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Careful, still there.
Can Miz and Spoob work together with 2019 now laps left in the season to try to catch the 1 car of Party people? They know if they help each other, they both have a better shot at winning the championship instead of going against each other. Final pit stops on the horizon. Now if you pit, you can make it to the end. Who chooses that strategy? Refresh your tires to the end. Who chooses to go as long as they can? We're gonna find out. 18 laps to go on the season. Hardy right now is their current champion as he leads the field over Spoob, Miz, and Cracker. Diving to the inside goes the 20 of Miz. He's gonna offer fresh tires. Follow suit is the 9 of Cracker. The gamble's starting to pay off. Cracker into the grass on the access lane. Addy goes by. Now Addy's into the grass. Everybody making their way to the pit lane now. Now the one really having trouble with internet now, trying to hold on to it up there. Move right now to second position, and Hardy dives to the inside. Now Spoob takes over the race lead and the potential championship over the 55 of Clutch, now running second, the 13 of Controller running third in the race. The 20 and the 9, they're coming out. Down and away, Addy comes up behind Cracker. 78 of Spoob, he continues to log laps. He's gonna go until the tank is empty. I'm almost sure of that now. He's doing what the others did not. So the alternate strategies being played. 3 of the 4 championship contenders pit for fresh tires when the pit window is open. Here comes Spoob now. He couldn't stand to be out there as a sitting duck on old tires. Here he comes to pit lane. Making sure he's a perfect pit entry, not to overdrive the pit access lane. Does that nicely. The 55 of Clutch follows suit. That relinquishes the race lead to Controller Hog in that 13 car. The one of Party People, he goes by to unlap himself. So it's going to be where does the 78 come out in relation to the rest of the championship core. $15 laps to go on the season. The 78 is down and away. Hardy's going to come by with full head of steam around the outside. Boom, trying to get up to speed. Where does he come out in relation to the 1 car? He's into the grass. Hardy goes right on by, and around goes the 78, hard into the inside wall, and that could be it. That might just be it. The 1 of Party People, now an extraordinary advantage over the 20 of Miz.
You're low on fuel, bud.
55 of Clutch running in third, and an absolute heartbreak for the 78 unless we get one of those magic C words that could change everything. 11 laps to go on the season, and Controller still leads here at Homestead. And now here comes the 13, the pit lane.
Slow down. Getting low on gas, getting low on gas. You're running on fumes out there.
Now Cracker into the wall. That's going to allow Addy to go by for position.
Had to go.
Hardy now unlapping himself to the 13. Ten laps to go in the race. This time by when everybody else crosses the line to get right back into the cycled out positions.
Clear of the pits, hammer down.
Hardy has a huge lead over Miz for the championship. Now, unless he makes any mistakes, it may just have been the perfect race. 10 laps to go. Can he pull it off? The 13 of Controller, he comes out as your race leader still, but that doesn't matter in terms of the championship. The Controller leads over the 1 of Party People, the 20 of Miz, the 55 of Clutch, as they go head to head for the 3rd position.
Nope.
Controller has a huge moment off of turn number 2, and that's going to allow party people to get a huge advantage on the 13 car. Now this is for the race lead.
Got a car coming inside now.
8 laps to go on the season. Side by side for
Still
the
there.
race lead. Party looking for the race lead on controller.
Still there.
Into the wall goes the 13 car, and party is clear.
Oh, 2 tires was no good.
We knew if anybody was going to try to beat this one car, they were going to have to try doing something crazy. Now party people with 7 laps left on the season has a huge lead and is gaining on the rest of his championship competitors. Six laps to go here at Homestead Miami Speedway. It has not been the best of seasons for the one-up party people, but it's been a pretty good season, racking up a few wins, but most importantly, getting his way into the championship 4 race here at Homestead Miami Speedway, and now in the prime position to win it all with 5 laps to go.
5 to go, driver.
I mean, this guy has an absolutely monstrous lead over the rest of his championship competitors. He has played this race down to the very last seam nearly perfectly. He has led, I would say, probably well over 120 laps. Four laps to go for the one car party people. And he is as smooth as ever. He is as cool as a cucumber. He's gonna try to ride this one out. Coming off of turn number 4, 4.5 miles to go at Homestead Miami Speedway. Party
Jesus,
people,
2 tires
no
suck.
competition now, 2.5 laps to go. Caution's
Got one
no
peeking
longer
inside.
a thing off of turn number 4. 3 miles to go.
2 to go,
Absolutely
driver.
Perfect drive from this one to party people.
Careful, still there.
Six corners to go for party people to navigate.
The last 50 feet.
1 lap to go. The bell lap.
You're low on fuel,
The
bud.
final
All
lap
right, let's
of
go.
the
White
Beaver
flag.
Cup Outlaw Series season. This is what it's come down to. The one of party people, a ginormous lead over the rest of the championship competitors. Miz second in the championship, but nowhere near close enough to have anything to say for this one. The 2018-2019 Beaver Cup Outlaw Series Championship goes to the one-up party people as he absolutely dominates the season
That's
finale
incredible.
at Homestead
Another top
Miami
5.
Speedway. Cracker. Miz will finish second in points.
Henderson will be in the collie.
Cracker will finish third in points. Boob will come home fourth in points. Finishing second in the race, the 55 of Clutch. Miz finishes third in the race. Controller fourth. Cracker fifth. Addy sixth. Spoob finishes seventh. Motorsports DNFs finishing eighth. And Crazy finishes this race in 9th, while his teammate, a Party People, dominates. I mean, I could make the educated guess of leading well over 120 laps today. An absolute beautiful race driven from the one of Party People. And let's jump right into it. We're going to join the call with the one of Party People right now and get his thoughts in the moment. Hey, Party.
What up?
How about that? Congratulations on a absolutely phenomenal drive today. How was the car?
Oh my god, the car.
What was that? You cut out there.